Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Ascension, a place where you'll find positive stories from our beautiful parish. I'm John Connolly.
And I'm Marshall Courtney. In this episode, it's festival time. First, it's the return of the Boucherie Festival, long the jewel of Sorrento, missed by festival goers for 5 years. Brought back to life recently by determined organizers. I'll have a full report.
Lester Kenyon takes us to the Cajun Village Fall Fest, where you can get a glimpse of Acadian influence centered on homemade art, crafts, and soulful music. Then I'll update the progress being made at the new athletic complex out at the green space at Lamar-Dixon.
And we'll head back to the Boucherie Festival and wrap up the show with some lanyap from Ascension's own Avenue Cruisers.
So stay with us, won't you? All of this comes up right now, Inside Ascension.
After 5 years of absence, the Boucherie Festival has returned to a new home, the Lamar-Dixon Expo Center. A year-long effort by the Lions Club of Sorrento succeeded in bringing back Boucherie to Ascension.
About 5 years ago was the last Boucherie Festival that we had, and the Lions Club would use the Boucherie Festival for funding. That's where the money would come for our Lions Club in Sorrento. And so the importance is actually we were able to give money to the Crippled Children's Camp in Louisiana and also to the Lions Eye Foundation. So that was the main reason for bringing it back, and the Boucherie Festival just happens to be our biggest fundraiser for that event.
Gonzales had the Jambalaya Festival and Sorrento had the Boucherie.
Right.
So they each had their own little niche as far as being recognized in the state of Louisiana as having a festival. The people of Sorrento really were proud of this festival.
Planning for the return may have begun nearly a year ago, but things kicked off about a month prior to the festival.
So we have a pageant, usually about a month beforehand, and we pick the most beautiful and most talented of the contestants, and this is what we came out with. That's a tradition down here that Louisiana's always had, and so we're very proud to have these two representing us.
It's been such an amazing experience so far. I've only been in it for about a month, and I've already met so many amazing other queens and been to so many amazing pageants, and I've just had such a great experience, and I can't wait to travel some more.
It's such an amazing experience. I haven't got to travel as much as she has, but I hope to do more in the future with my sis.
You know, the Lions Club does a good thing with the charities that they support, and it's a good thing for the town of Sorrento. Kobe Thacker and I are actually the reigning champ. We won the last year that they had it. So we won the festival in 2010, and we've been chomping at the bit. We've been fired up since we heard that it was coming back. So
Yeah, you get to defend that title.
the
right?
title,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a good time, you know.
The return of the Boucherie Festival comes at a great time for the community. The recent flooding has left many Ascension and surrounding parish residents with little else to occupy their minds and daily activities. Events like this provide a place to get away for a little while in a fun and relaxing atmosphere.
We took a vote to see if we could go ahead and wanted to continue to have the Boucherie, and unanimously everybody decided that we needed to do it as a morale booster, something to distract you from the fact that, you know, what happened. And so I think it's really important to do something like this for the community. So.
And you got to realize we had a devastation a month and a half ago, and a lot of people are still fighting through that.
Oh yeah.
And so, with all that being said, I think they're on the right track to bring the Boucherie Festival back, and this is a great format to have it.
The Lamar-Dixon Expo Center is home to many events throughout the year and is proud to welcome the Boucherie Festival and everything it offers.
Starting off with Mitchell Brothers Rides when you first come in, that's the great ride company coming in to provide the rides for us. We got live entertainment, you know, the whole weekend. Great bands. We got High Karate, Chiwis, Ryan Foray. So we got great band. the best food in South Louisiana. We got champions cooking food that have been past champions. They're cooking off tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have people competing, cooking cracklings and jambalaya. We got gumbo. We got it all. So,
with Boucherie back on the menu, we'll get to the meat of the story: cracklings.
It's basically 60 pounds of hog fat and skins. You want to get them pretty uniform. That way they come out, pretty uniform whenever they're done. But the process is slow. You cook them low fire and cook them slow. What you're trying to do is render all of the fat out of them so that you're left with a good crispy pork skin with a little bit of fat on the skin. I mean, pretty much everybody's had pork skins before or know what pork skins are. So I mean that's pretty much what it is. A crackling is a little more fat than just the skin. I mean, what you buy in the store is literally just the skin, but you leave a little fat on them and it gets a little more meaty. So it'll take 3 or 4 hours of cook time. You'll cook them till the skins and the fat starts to get real light. They'll start to float. And it's kind of a feel thing. You want a certain texture, and then we'll take them out of the pot and cool them, and then we'll heat the grease up real hot and throw them back in to pop them. That's what makes the blisters on the cracklings, and it makes them really crispy and tender.
A lot of us learn how to compete by actually cooking. And trial and error, you learn. You pick up on certain little tidbits. You improve on it. You try it at your house. And you just make the best of it, and hopefully you'll come out. Yeah. I think a lot of us actually are out here to relive, so to speak, the thrill of winning, but more than that, to participate in what this community has to offer. Just like they do in the Jambalaya Festival. There's a lot of participation. There's a lot of family-oriented participation. Because he wants to learn. He wants to do the same thing and carry it on just like everybody else does. And now he has a son that he thinks he can maybe pass something down to him. Yeah, and I think that's all our goal, to keep this tradition up that this community has and expand on it.
It's all about family. You learn whenever you're younger from parents, friends' parents. It's all about family. Cooking brings families together.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Tucked away beneath the shade of bottomland hardwoods and palmetto fronds at the intersection of Highway 22 and Highway 70 in Sorrento stands the Cajun Village, home to the Cajun Village Fall Fest. Every October, regional artisans, musicians, food and craft vendors join the village's shops in welcoming festival goers to an atmosphere reminiscent of a slower time and pace. Craig Walling, co-owner and manager of C&C Treasures Antique Store, represents the Cajun Village merchants as organizer of the Cajun Village Fall Fest.
Well, this is the 24th year of the festival. It started when they first opened the festival. It used to be much bigger than this, and then it got shrunk, and now we're starting to grow it back up again.
And how many years have you been involved with it?
I've been in the last 3.5 years. We've been doing the planning and organizing for the Cajun Village merchants.
Can you tell viewers about what's going on here at the festival? What's the kind of things they can see?
Well, today, of course, we have the vendors out here. We have 17 vendors, various homemade crafts. We don't allow anything but homemade crafts. Then we have the music. begin playing all the way until 5 o'clock today, and then all day tomorrow from 10 to 5.
This year's music lineup included Baton Rouge blues veteran and multi-award winner Kenny Acosta.
Well, you ought to see my baby. Love that girl, she fine. She love me in the morning, all day long. She always on my mind. She give me sugar-coated love. Sugar-coated love. Oh, she's a real gone baby. I don't mean maybe she mine.
Singer-songwriter Destiny Manzella from Central performed a wide variety of songs highlighting her New Orleans roots.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new time, it's a new day, it's a new life on me, and I'm feeling good.
Baton Rouge singer-songwriter Taylor Fry entertained the audience with a set of heartfelt originals.
For the rest of my days with you. The sound of wind is whispering, the air is getting colder. The days keep going by and we keep getting older.
We also had the live alligators out here, and then face painting for kids and that kind of stuff. So,
Tell us about the alligators. How many do you have out there?
we have two, Big Boy and Nubby. Rumor has it that Nubby lost her foot when Big Boy went after a piece of chicken one afternoon. So you've got to be careful where you put your feet. We have seven shops out here that are manned by various people. We all own our own business. We lease the buildings. Each of the buildings are very unique and have their own history. They've all been moved here. We've been here 3.5 years. We have an antique shop, also a lot of gifts and homemade items. Then we have a Louisiana pottery shop. They've been here 17 years. Judy Starrett has been here since the beginning of time, it seems. So she's the knowledgeable person of the whole place. Then in the front we have Belinda, VV Goodies. She does monograms and handmade wood crafts, as well as she carries O. Henry furniture, which is cypress furniture, the rocking chairs, swings, those kinds of things. And then in the front we have Live in Louisiana. That's a tourism kind of, a lot of Louisiana crafts, and they have a lot of antiques, older type crafts and that. Then we have the Cajun shop, which carries LSU and Saints t-shirts and a lot of novelty type items for Cajuns. And then they just recently opened the Louisiana Cajun Kitchen and the Swap Pop confectionery shop. So they used to have a jewelry shop, closed that, and have opened this shop up.
I noticed you got a lot of young men here dressed in green. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, every year we invite the Boy Scouts to help us out. We pay them a little bit of money to help their cause, and they do a super job of parking for us. So we used to have professional parkers out there, and I said, let's bring somebody in that wants to do the job. And so we invited the Boy Scouts in, and they've been doing it now for 3 years for us.
What are your hopes for the festival for the future?
You know, we hope that every vendor at least makes their money back for the cost of the booths. But for the future, you know, we're doing our 25th anniversary next year. So it'll be hopefully bigger and better next year. We were going to try to get the blood bank out here so we can do a little blood bank donations for them, St. Elizabeth. Next year we hope to have, a little bit more for the kids is what we're trying to focus on, so that the families can come out here. We have no alcoholic beverages served out here, and so it is a family atmosphere. We have great music, and hopefully we'll continue that tradition for the next few years.
But it would be safe to keep your distance until there's no secret that laughter makes you smile. Reliable sources say that chicken soup has found their way out of this year's dangerous, but they are returned.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
We are proudly building a multi-use sports complex for Ascension Parish. We're on track. We should be finished with the primary construction by the end of this year. I'm going to use a term that they've told me, which is sprigging, which is when we actually put the grass in the ground and make it grow all green and pretty, and it's the turf that will actually play on, the sports that come out and use the facility. That'll be in April, in the growth season. But we should be finished with all construction by the end of the year, and so we should be playing on it, whether it's Frisbee or it's soccer or whatever else the field can be used for by next summer and definitely in the fall. So we're really looking forward to it, and we're so happy that we could bring this project to Ascension Parish and for the residents of Ascension Parish.
Right now we're currently at full capacity with the 4 soccer fields that we use. So bringing it over here to Lamar Dixon, it will enable us to be a more community-friendly club. Rather than stacking training time, stacking games, we'll be able to accommodate to a lot more.
There's a need.
There is a high need right now. There's a great soccer boom in the US, and we're a part of it, and we want to try and stay ahead of the curve rather than staying with the small fields that we've currently got.
We have lights, fields are coming, I understand concession area, bathrooms.
Absolutely, we're going to have a gorgeous pavilion with bathrooms and lights. The lights are quite bright, we've tested them already and they're in place as you can see. So they're just waiting for some green grass and some kids to run about on them.
But describe the excitement once it's finished and done. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, no doubt. It'll enable us to bring tournaments into the area, not only statewide tournaments but also regional tournaments. That won't just affect the soccer club, it will affect Louisiana soccer, but it will also affect the economic growth of the city of Gonzales and the parish. So the people that are going to be able to feel the effects of all this, it's going to be exponential.
I'm just excited to have these new fields offer Gonzales, shed some light on Gonzales. Gonzales is a great city and a great time of year, proximity to New Orleans, and just show off the Louisiana culture.
What's it mean for potential on tournament growth? This kind of doubles your capacity, huh?
Doubles our capacity, and basically what we're looking for now is higher quality teams. The more high quality teams you get, kind of just snowballs from there. More teams want to come, higher competition, more money, and it'll just snowball from there.
That's an economic impact that affects all of Ascension Parish.
Yeah, it will. Yeah. There's like 50 teams from out of state that come into Gonzales. They all have to stay in hotels here. They all have to get lunch, dinner, food here, and hang out here. And it's proximity to New Orleans. During Mardi Gras, people are going to buy stuff.
Athletic competitions, tournaments, they bring in visitors from all over, and that is an economic impact.
Absolutely.
Hotels around the interchange at I-10 and 30. I imagine them being filled. This is the kind of impact that we're talking about.
Yes, sir. I've been to many tournaments in the southeast over the last 2-3 years, and there has not been one location where the interstate runs straight into the soccer fields. run straight into an outlet center, run straight into shopping centers, run straight into dining areas. And everything is within walking distance.
I was going to say, it's not just hotels, it's restaurants
It's
too.
It's everything. So this location is rather unique, and like I said, I've been all over the Southeast with tournaments, and to finally bring it here, it's not just going to be special for the soccer club, it's going to be special for the people of the city of Gonzales too.
The number one thing teams care about is quality fields. If you have the quality fields and you have water and you have food and you have the basic amenities, teams will come. And as long as the tournament is run well, and I feel like the tournament has been run well for the past 4 or 5 years, teams are going to keep coming. And those teams will tell other teams, like, hey, this is a quality tournament, and you guys should consider going. And just from that, we'll have a great reputation as a tournament. And it all starts with great fields, which Lamar Dixon has, and a great city, which is Gonzales.
And it's not just athletes. This is quite a spectacle. So even if you don't play Ultimate Frisbee, you encourage the folks of Ascension Parish to come out and watch.
Right. Yeah, this place is great. During the tournament, you come eat food. We have concessions out here. Just come and hang out. It's a great atmosphere.
Well, one of the great things is, and we always start with Lamar Dixon, it's just an absolutely fabulous facility that we are so fortunate to have as a parish asset. It sits right here with, I jokingly always tell people, look, we are bookended by 2 great cities. And we have the convenience of the interstate, the airline, Highway 30, that run right between us with all of these restaurants, all of these hotels. It's easy to get to us and it's easy to get out from us, but we have all this convenience. So we love to host things here at Lamar Dixon, and this is only going to be one more jewel in our crown, which is Lamar Dixon. It's going to allow us to bring in lots of people outside of the region, nationally, even some, I've heard, international will come. Teams will come and play in different events here. And so it's not just our people that will benefit by coming and being able to conveniently watch their children or their loved ones play and participate in sports. They'll also be able to come and witness other nationalities, other people come and see our fair city and our fair parish and give us a little bit of their money in our pocketbooks to help us continue great programs like this with sales tax. And I'm so glad that they chose to do this multi-use field. And it is going to show that recreation can, if not pay for itself, it can give back to the community at large. Recreation is never meant to be a moneymaker. It's meant to improve our quality of life. And I absolutely think that this is going to return on its investment to our community.
Thanks for watching this episode of Inside Ascension. Remember, you can catch replays of Inside Ascension and all of Ascension 21's programs anytime on our YouTube channel. And you can always email us at insideascension@apgov.us. The email address is on your screen.
And as we go, here's some lagniappe from the music stage back at the Boucherie Festival. Here's some music from Ascension's own Avenue Cruisers. So long, and let's all try to be positively Ascension Parish.